Hello, welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. And this week I'm working with a brand new deck for myself and also for the channel. This is the New Orleans Oracle deck, and it is by Fatima Mboj, I believe is how you pronounce her name, Mboj. She is also one of the artists on the deck, along with Lori Felix. But this is a gorgeous deck. And so I recently just got back from New Orleans, as a matter of fact, not even a week ago. And when I was planning my trip to New Orleans, which I've been there several times, I love it. It's a gorgeous city. I was looking at different things to do because I always like to do some of the same things that I've done before and connected with. And I always like to go to new places too, new restaurants, see new things that I haven't seen before, experience new things. And one of the things that popped up for me was this deck. And I was like, I can't believe there's a New Orleans Oracle deck. That's great. I feel like this is calling to me and I need it. So I got it, and it actually came just the day before I left on my trip. Then I put it right in my bag, and I carted this all over New Orleans with me in my purse. It went to different neighborhoods. I just wanted to absorb the energy of the areas, the neighborhoods, the nature, the magic, the music, the spirituality that's there. New Orleans is a beautiful city because it's so diverse and accepting in its culture, which I think most places in the world could learn a lot from that. Now, I'm not saying it's a perfect city. It has problems just like every other place, but there is a lot of meshing of cultures and spirituality that is very beautiful, and I think that we could all learn something from. So anyways, this is the deck we're working with. Here's just a look at the cards. The colors are so vibrant and beautiful, and just have really been enjoying it. So I've kind of been called this time to just kind of slide shuffle this deck. I don't normally do this unless I'm working with a smaller deck, like just a deck of playing cards, or I have a couple small tarot cards or a couple small Oracle card decks that I just kind of slide shuffle. But I felt like that's the energy that this card deck wants to play with. And then I just was like, yeah, I need to then pick the top 2 cards. Whoops, well, that one just flipped over, so we're going with that. And then we'll finish shuffling this deck, and we'll go with the top one, unless we have another jumper. Nope. So I already flipped that card. It kind of came out that way, so now we know. We'll cover it up for just, it doesn't matter, I guess. I kind of like to reveal them, but, you know, sometimes nature's like, no, there's no big reveal. I'm going to reveal it, and I'm going to do it right now. So as always, I look at 2 things. I look at the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from the universe, and we know we got a damn good card today. And then the other card is our focus card, which is our intention, our effort, our response that we put into that energy. So let's just talk about our energy card. So it just wanted to play with us today, and it wanted to make itself known, you know, before I planned on flipping it over. But we have the abundance card, and this is gorgeous. So this is a chalice, and it is overflowing. There's also interesting imagery here, almost like a sun or a halo shining behind this beautiful face. But there's a crescent moon on her forehead. The crescent moon is tied usually to new beginnings, intuition. We have the sun shining around, and then like this abundance overflowing the cup. Not only is it overflowing the cup, but it is in a gorgeous pool of water. So abundance is flowing to us today. And I do feel that way. Not like the other day where I was like, we were needing to like work to find peace. This is abundance that's coming for us. This is the energy of today, and I'm excited about that. Now, let me read what she says about this card. And again, I love that in the deck, the artwork is repeated like in a full picture. I just think that's beautiful. Sometimes you get just a small image. No, I love this. Anyway, abundance. The fastest way to attract more abundance into your life is to first tap into your gratitude, which can reveal the many gifts that are already present. Although life may not always feel or look exactly the way you desire, there is always something to be thankful for. Recognizing these things, no matter how big or small, will help your vibration flow into attracting greater abundance. If this card has shown up in your reading, then you are on your way to manifesting a more abundant life through the practice of appreciation. Each day, Take the time to list a few things that you are thankful for and feel how your energy shifts into a more enjoyable way that will eventually lead you towards attracting more of what you desire in your life. Sometimes it's hard to be thankful, and not hard because I think most people are thankful, but we don't always take the time to methodically think about it every day. And sometimes it's hard. You're busy. You've got things to do like laundry and clean the house and go to work and get the mail and put gas in the car. So sometimes we forget about, like what we're grateful for, And so I challenged myself to do this several years ago. Like every day, I say one thing that I am thankful for. And it needs to be a different thing. I can't say every day, I'm so thankful that the sun rose today, or I'm thankful for this or that. Like today, my thing was, I'm so thankful that the ash trees are blooming. When I left for New Orleans, there were just the buds on the trees. But since I came back, the leaves have started to pop out. Today, that was my thing I was thankful for. And every day I find something a little bit different to be thankful for. Some days I'm thankful for multiple things and I say them right out loud. I don't just think them, I say them out loud. If my neighbors think I'm crazy because I'm talking to my ash tree, well, there could be worse things, right? So be thankful for what you have and more abundance will flow to you. That is the message of this card. Okay, let's take a look at our focus card today. We have spiritual knowledge again. So this is the second time that this has shown up for us. And this is a gorgeous card. This showed up, I think it might have even been on our very first day. It was our energy card. But so we have it as a focus right now. So spiritual knowledge. And I talked about how when I looked at this card, I seen so many things just in the artwork. We've got a dark color and a lighter color. This represents halves or polarities to me. Day and night, good and bad. We all have these things in us. Light and shadow, and that's okay. This card also represents things to me like, I believe, the 4 directions. Very important, the energies of the 4 directions. This also represents to us as 3. We have a repeated motif of 3. And we also have 1 here. And then we have 3 in this maze as well. So all of these things, our good and our bad, our light and our shadow, the 4 directions, all of the knowledge, all of the path that we're working through to get to the maze, help us with our spiritual knowledge. And so like the little thing that I was talking about, just saying I'm grateful that the ash trees are blooming today. And when I say blooming, I mean that the leaves are popping out finally, because the ash trees here don't get flowers on them. But I'm grateful for that. That's part of my spiritual growth and knowledge. I mean, 10 years ago, I didn't think about that. I didn't notice those things. I didn't pay attention to them. I didn't stop and pause and appreciate just the beauty of nature. And so these are things that I've become better at. And I think that that in tune has helped me be more aware of nature and other things. So let me read this card to you guys. Spiritual knowledge can be gained through a multitude of experiences and teachings. During this time, you will find clarity and guidance through being open to different types of spiritual teachings. It is not necessary to tie yourself down to just one teaching, but rather go to where your energy leads you. After all, spirituality and connection are not things that can be summed up in just one book or practiced for everyone. Take what resonates with you and creates a peace within while keeping your mind open to everything. You are likely to find that you are drawn into bits and pieces of different teachings that will lead you to your own organic spiritual connections, experience, and understanding. So again, this is telling us that it's okay not to just focus on one thing. Like, you don't have to say, I'm a Buddhist. You don't have to say, I'm a Catholic. I'm a witch. I'm a Muslim. Those things don't matter. You can learn something from every one of those things. I am a scientist. Those things are paths that we follow, and we can learn things from each path, and we can take what we want from them and leave the rest. I remember being really conflicted about this 30 years ago. Like, I was raised Lutheran and in a very welcoming, positive Lutheran church environment and in a family that was very supportive. But I felt a pull towards like more Eastern philosophies like Hinduism and Buddhism and those ideas. And so I was really conflicted in myself, because if I believed in that, then what did that mean about my spiritual Christianity, Lutheranism beliefs? And you know what I think now, and it took a long time for me to look at stuff like this, but I take what works for me from each one of those things, and then I let the rest go. You know, you don't have to be just one thing. You don't just have to have one title, one name, one spiritual path. You can learn so much from everything. And I think by doing that, by absorbing in things that are interesting to you, like I have this deep appreciation for history, I have a deep appreciation for mythology and practices of spirituality related to mythology. And all of those things come together, muddled up in a maze, and become this abundance for us. Abundance of spirituality, which can lead to abundance of so many other things. So this is a beautiful reading, as every one of these readings has been today. I would be really interested to see how you feel like these cards work in your life, how they call to you, what your feeling is when you've seen these readings and when they flopped over for us. Like especially the abundance card just jumped over and was like, I jumped out of the deck and then said, I'm going to show you my face right now. I would love to hear what you think about that. Please like, please subscribe, please share. I would love to hear what you're thinking about this deck too. We've only got one more day with this deck, and so I'm kind of sad about that, but trust me, we will visit this deck again because it's beautiful and I'm really, really enjoying the energy that it has. So thank you so much. Please like, please subscribe. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.